Arsenal Fan TV here at the People's Pundit event by Carlsberg, and I've just run into Arsenal legend himself, Ray Parlour. You're looking well, mate.
I look fitter now than I did when I played, but no, you can't say that with me. I've lost a bit of weight lately, so
you're looking well.
No. Well, I don't know about after having a few pints of Carlsberg. I might not look all right later on. I don't know.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about the game the other night, Manchester United versus Arsenal. What a fantastic performance that was.
Absolutely, I'm so delighted for the team, and they're going to Old Trafford. Look, they ain't playing great at the moment under Van Gaal, but it's always a tough place to play, really is. And 75,000 people there. Everybody thought, probably Manchester United were favourites on the night, but the way they played, the way they set up the team was excellent. And realistically, that's the only trophy we could have won anyway. So the FA Cup now, what an opportunity! Wembley, great for the fans, and I'm certainly can't wait for the game against Bradford or Reading. And hopefully we'll be in that FA Cup final when we can have another bit of silverware for the club.
Danny Welbeck celebrating as
brilliant.
well.
Well, yeah.
What would you have done? Would you have done that?
I saw him on Wednesday, and I said to him, "Well done, Danny. I'm really pleased for you because, I don't think Arsene Wenger needed to do a team talk for Danny Welbeck. He would have said, right, go out there." Arsene Wenger would have said to him, "Look, Van Gaal didn't want you. Go and make sure you go and score a goal tonight, and make sure you play well." And certainly did that. Got a winning goal, which is fantastic for your player. If you're going back to your old club, and the circumstances as well, the way he left is always a big factor. So he'll be delighted, and I was so buzzing for him. He's such a great lad. He's done brilliant for the team. He really has. I think the first season this year he's been brilliant. He will improve. He's still a young lad. He still will improve, and you got to celebrate. I mean, it's a game. It's an emotional game. He knows there's a Wembley semi-final waiting for him. So it's a situation where I'm so pleased for him.
Now the question I've got to ask you: Mission Impossible coming up, right? Monaco away. Can we turn that around?
Well, look, realistically, I would love to say, of course we can, but it's going to be very difficult. I think that will be the result of the year. Going to Monaco, because Monaco defending very well. I mean, I was really impressed with them at the Emirates. I think that third goal might have been 2-0. I think that was every chance of doing that. But once they got that third goal, I think it's going to be really difficult. And I think they're going to be out at the Champions League, but I'm still hoping. Everybody's hoping.
Is it one of them, right? Like, if you look at some of the games the other night, Schalke, now they knew what they had to do, so they just went there and attacked.
Yeah,
right. And then Chelsea, it's almost like Chelsea were confused. They didn't know where to stick or twist. Is it one of those where we need to get Monaco into that situation where they think, what do we do here?
Well, the tactics is going to be very important for Arsene Wenger. I think they got a nick one before 20 minutes. In 20 minutes into the game, if you can get the first goal and then sit back a little bit, you might have to sit back in periods of the game where you thought, well, they're going to come back at us. If we can get one on a break, great. And then I always go, if you've got a chance in that last 20 minutes, Arsene Wenger's done it when I played. Put 3 forwards on, really have a go, and who knows. But the most important thing for me is go there, be positive. I think you'll be positive early, start on the front foot. Look, we've got players who can really turn it on the day. Sanchez, Ozil, Giroud, if he plays, Welbeck, Walcott, all these sort of guys. If they can get on that score sheet in that first 15, 20 minutes, then look, I'll be sitting there glued to it, hoping that they can get a second. And then if you've got a chance in that last 15 minutes, I'm sure Wenger will gamble and put the strikers on, and who knows. But it's going to be very difficult because Monaco have obviously got the best defensive record in the Champions League.
One last thing I want to ask you. I see Ian Wright is coming out of retirement to play one more game.
Oh, is he? Oh.
What about you? One more game? Coming out for one more?
Oh, Wright, he's such a legend. I love Wright. I mean, what a great guy he was in the dressing room area, and what a brilliant player. I think he's texted me as he goes, saying about his one more game. I said to him, one more goal I want to see, Wrighty. So let's hope he can score on the night as well. I'm sure people will let him score, but we'll see what happens. I don't know.
One more thing, actually, I want to ask you, right? How do you feel? Like during the season, when the season first started off, and you saw Chelsea, right? And they were every week beating this team, beating that team, and people are talking about they could go a season unbeaten and be the new Invincibles. What did you, as an Invincible yourself, How did you feel about that?
Look,
Was
Chelsea.
you laughing when they flopped?
Well, Chelsea are a top side. There's no doubt. Of course, you want them to
Don't
get
be
beat.
nice, Ray.
You want them to get beat. There's no doubt. But they was talking about it too early. I don't think they talked about Arsenal to go unbeaten till about 8 or 9 games left. If they're still unbeaten now with 10 games to go, then people will be really saying, "Well, can they do it?" But I think November, when they started talking about it, was far too early. With the Christmas period, lots of games, lots of European games, and it was involved in the Capital One Cup as well and FA Cup. So I think it was far too early. But look, I've got respect for lots of teams, and you've got to look at Chelsea. Good outfit. They're out of the Champions League now. They've won a Capital One Cup. They look like they're going to win the league as well. So that would be a good season for Chelsea.
Well, listen,
I know we're an Arsenal fan TV, but you've got to be honest. Come on, they are a decent.
No, I can't be. I can't do it. Listen, always a pleasure.
Good man.
Come back for one more game. You got to do the one more game next.
Oh yeah, one more game. I'm sure I'll be there. Don't worry about that.
Nice one.
Cheers, pal.
Listen and take you guys on a journey, and let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed.